So now here's another one. Here's another quote from the book. He says, in order to sell a product or service, a company must establish a relationship with the customer, with the consumer. It must build trust and rapport. It must understand the customer's needs, and it must provide a product that delivers the promised benefits.
Right.
At Chick-fil-A, you guys build a relationship. I know of a very specific example of a young boy who has a cerebral palsy. And he and his mom came into your store often, I believe. Keith.
Yeah.
How often did they come in there?
They came in. They're regular. Well, I wouldn't say regulars, but they came. I heard about them from other venues, but yet I did. I saw them occasionally.
And one day you approached them. You said, "Hey, would you like to have like a milkshake?" Or what did you say?
Well, I had actually heard through an organization I'm involved with that he had done a lemonade stand, and so I said, "Well, I did the world's largest lemonade, and he did a lemonade stand, and two people that when life gave them lemons, we made something with lemons." So I said, "We need to get together," and so I just reached out to his mom and.
Right there in the store.
Well, I sent them an email, but they were glad to come up to the store.
How did you get the email?
I asked. I started asking some people who might know them. I used Facebook. Shh.
Okay, so you reached out to them, and you said you wanted to help them sponsor the lemonade stand.
Yeah.
And today this man, and it's still growing. I mean, at the time you watch this, who knows where it's taken at this point. But I think he's already raised about $40,000 for the charity he's trying to raise money for. And to take the story to the next level, this little entrepreneur. It's hard enough, by the way, to have cerebral palsy and to write a business plan. But he did it with his eyes.
Right.
Using a technology where it allows him to look into the screen using his eyes, and he can write, and then it turns the words into like statements that the machine makes?
Correct. And now he doesn't have any use of his hands or his feet or his fine motor skills. So I want to make sure that everyone understands that.
Nonverbal, he can't talk.
That's correct.
And he built a business plan, and you helped him, and he asked you for some help along the way a little bit.
He has. Uh-huh.
But he's done great with his business plan. If you get a chance to Google Keith Boyd or Keith's Ice Cold Lemonade, what's the web address? Is it
Keith'sIceColdLemonade.com.
Keith'sIceColdLemonade.com. You can see this. The reason why I bring this story up about Keith is because you built a relationship with him. Mm-hmm. And I always tell people whenever you have a relationship, there's a relation shift. Like it shifts things. Right. He's a customer who, this is your counter, and you're the store owner over here, and over here is the customer. And, there's always money coming in. They're bringing you money. And you shifted, and you came alongside, and you said, let me help you with your time, with your money, but there's a shift that happened.
Right.
And I don't know the number of people, but I know of personally, probably at least a dozen people that have told me, I go to his Chick-fil-A, your Chick-fil-A, because of these kinds of things that you've done over the years. And I don't say that to build you up. I say it because it really, before I knew you, I knew of you, and I knew of what you had done. So I want to ask you, you've helped a kid with cerebral palsy, and this isn't about building you up. I'm just so owners can watch this. What are other things like this that you've done over the years? Let me give just a couple more so people get an idea of the kind of things that you can do if you own a business. And I'm not ripping on you. I'm just saying it's a business that serves chicken. It doesn't seem like it's a deep business or a big world-changing, but you've chosen to build relationships there.
Right.
What are some other things you've done?
Well, I mean, you hear this all the time, but we are in the people business. And one of the things I teach my people that's very important is that every life has a story. And every person that comes in has something going on in their life. We don't know what it is, okay? So our job is to listen for opportunities. Yeah. And, we've really had some phenomenal opportunities. We've had, again, we look at it like, if I was in this situation, what would help me?
Yeah.
So, for example, we had one person that a friend of mine has a Christmas light company.
Yeah.
And he said, Arthur, you know everybody. And he said, we want to bless somebody this Christmas with Christmas lights. And so I asked my team, I said, do we know anyone that needs Christmas lights this season? And one of them said, well, actually, a friend of ours has cancer, and they're dying. And he said, what do you think about doing that for them? So I said, okay. So I hooked them all up, and they went and set up the Christmas lights. And I said, tell you what, on the night that you're going to turn them on, why don't you let us know? We're going to go ahead and cater it for you. You know, we'll bring food. You can have your family there. And this is a true story. And the person that, the gentleman, he had a very severe case of cancer. And they turned the lights on. I mean, they had Chick-fil-A there. They had all the family there. They turned the lights on, and he looked up at his wife and he said, you know, honey, I told you I'd get the Christmas lights up. And literally about 3 hours later, he died. And so it's really about looking for opportunities to bless people.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that family, they come in all the time, you know, and they give us a big hug and they tell us what we mean to them.
Yeah.
But they will never forget about it, and they'll tell everybody about their relationship with us.